Okay, this is the before. Everything is just out of its place. Like always how pantries are. Everybody gets in a rush and just throws things back in the pantry after they're done using it. So today I am gonna tackle this pantry.
Whatever we would do, we do it just for fun.
All right, whenever I start my pantry, I always start with this shelf. It's the messiest and I need to get it all cleared out. I'm going to take out all these bins. I'm going to set the bins on my table and I'm going to go through the bins. Okay, this is the system that I am starting out with. I have a garbage bag strapped to one of my chairs with a rubber band, and then I have a couple of bins sitting out here for me to go through. I figured it'd be a lot easier if I just worked right at the table. And then this is for my chip clips. I figure if I have any chips that need thrown away, I can just go ahead and drop the chip clips right in there in the process of cleaning these bins out. Okay, that looks so much better. Just these two bins already. I'm so happy. I ended up having an extra rice cake and an extra cracker. So I just put them in here in the snack bin. And then that chip bin is, I just love it. When it comes to cleaning out or organizing my pantry, I am the worst. I drag my feet because I do not want to do all that work. Once I set my mind to it, I get in here, I start pulling stuff out, getting rid of stuff, wiping stuff down. It goes pretty fast and I'm always so thrilled with the results afterwards. Okay, now I have an empty bin. And in that bin is supposed to be this candy that's sitting up here. So I'm going to continue to pull stuff out of here. I'm going to grab this bin. I'm going to work around here and I'm going to grab this bin. I got to go through it. And then I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to straighten this up. This does not go here. This goes here. These are sides, and this is not my sides bin. These are gonna go out in the garage on the shelves out there. Okay, this is my baking area, and I have extra seasonings here in this corner, and I'm moving around here, and we're really into that cake dessert, so I have a few boxes. I would really like to leave those there for now. It's an easy grab, but I'm seeing up here there's straws, extra straws from restaurants we don't even need. I have some gum, and that comes down into this bin. This is sunflower seeds. That is supposed to be in this bin. Okay, these are teas. This doesn't look actually too overly bad. Oh, let me see what's back here. This is just candy that they forgot about, and so is this. So I'm gonna get rid of all that. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. All right, I know this is a crazy angle, but you should see how you're sitting up on the shelf. It's a little embarrassing, so don't fall off the shelf, okay? All right, so in here, this is just stacked full of seasonings that I'm gonna be using, but they have gotten a little out of hand. put these here. I'm gonna kind of just straighten these out. I mean, it's all just taco seasonings. Okay, I have an open meatloaf seasoning I used for recipe. It's been sitting here for a while open, so I'm just gonna pitch this one because I found another meatloaf seasoning. And this one I found I just don't use. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And this goes out in the clip bin. But what I did was I put the ones that I reach for the most. And first I put like our brown gravy, then I have taco seasoning, and then the fajita seasoning I'd like to get used up, and then behind that is the cheesy tacos, and then back behind the bin is the country gravy. So that area looks much better. Alright, this section is actually overwhelming me. Now those goldfish, that's where the breakfast goes. Those need to come out of there. And then this just looks like an absolute cluttered mess to me, and I cannot handle it. So I need to go through this stuff and see if there's things that we're just not going to use, or I can move into another area. Okay, in our snack area, I have the popcorn kernels, and I found some spray butter popcorn for popcorn, and also some popcorn hot sauce. So I put that right up there with the popcorn kernels. During the summer, we really don't eat a lot of oatmeal. I go more towards for breakfast, like pancakes and eggs and things like that. So I just kind of put my pancakes where they're supposed to be. I moved that box of goldfish out of here and ended up just kind of sliding everything down a little bit. And then I just straightened some of this area up, and there was a couple boxes of macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna move those, and I think that just looks better already. Now the great big huge box of popcorn right here, Jason reaches for that a lot, so I really don't have another area for that unless I can find an area for that. I gotta think about it. All I did was moved the panko breadcrumbs up on top of the regular breadcrumb container, and that opened up a whole space for that popcorn. So that is off from the container, the oatmeal container in the back. The goldfish crackers fits perfectly up there on that top shelf. So we just have the big boxes of stuff up there, like the family size white cheddar Cheez-Its, and then the cold brew coffee, extra napkins, and an extra bag of chips is up there. But up on that top shelf we found some more Reese's Thins. So I'm gonna add those into this bin. We usually get regular Reese's Thins and dark Reese's Thins, but we're out of the dark one. Okay, so the macaroni and cheese, Velveeta macaroni and cheese, I ended up just putting them right here in my pasta bin. So they fit really good there, and I have one empty container, but I want to keep it there because now that fall is coming in, I tend to do more pasta dishes in the winter, fall and winter. So I'm gonna leave that little empty bin there because I know that's gonna end up getting filled up this winter and fall. Okay, now I have a few items that have to go out into the garage on the shelves out there. All right, so I have some stovetop stuffing I put here, and which I'm actually going to be using these up within the next week or so with some meals. I have a couple of Zatarain's meals. Those are going to be used up within the next couple of weeks. And I also have some instant mashed potatoes, and of course, you know, I use those all the time. So those fit perfectly out here. This is the end result. I did not get into my bread bin this time because there's nothing in there that needs thrown out. So we have our snack area that looks so much better. Sides and sauces and pasta. Then up here I have spices and all the things that I use for baking. And then across here is coffee and tea. And then the top shelf is just extras. Back in the corner is cookie cutters and things for the holiday season. And this is how full the bag is. I filled it right up. Seems like a lot of things that I did end up throwing away, but everything had been opened. Either we taste tested it and wasn't crazy about it, or we forgot about it and it went stale. So I know it's wasteful, but honestly, it's not gonna do me any good to just hang on to that stuff, especially if it's stale and it just needed thrown out. This project really did not take long at all. I did not wipe down my shelves this time. I had just wiped them down in the spring. I will have that video linked below in case you missed it. But I know I am going to be doing this again here very shortly. I like to try to do it again before the holidays and we stuff our pantry full of all the holiday goodies. And then I also do it a really good clean out after the holidays, which it always needs. So this was a nice quick little get rid of everything that needed to get rid of, put things back in its place, and find new places for things that were just not working in the pantry. I hope this has motivated you to get into your pantry, get into your cupboards, and straighten them out. Throw out the things you don't use. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.